Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here with another layout that I got done at the crop that I went to back in October. I brought 48 page kits and got 42 pages done. This is layout 36 out of 42. As you can tell, most of the page kits that I brought with me, I brought scraps. And one thing that I can say about the pages that I did during this crop is I used a lot of the scraps that I had with this page kit, and I love that. And sometimes it just it happens that you do some pages and then it's like no, I want to do a technique or whatever, and then you end up not using a lot of the pattern papers, and that's okay. But I am really happy with how many of the patterns that I would use with each kit. And this one was no exception. I'm going to end up using that big pattern paper. I'm going to cut off the branding strip, and I would say it's about 7 inches by 12, and I'm going to use it in that size. And that pattern paper there, I really love it. So I'm going to cut a little piece off of it so that I, get to use it again. And then I think I had brought maybe 3 or 4 punches with me. I had brought this EK Success punch, and I'm sorry it's making the table kind of jump, but my tripod is actually right on the table. And for some reason, this punch, I love it. I use it all the time. And I'm going to put some scallops on either side, and then I'm going to put my photos inside of there. And on this layout, I end up using 3 4x4. What I do when I have a big piece of paper like this and I want 2 scallops, I just punch on either side, and then I'll cut it down so that I can tuck it in behind some other pattern papers. Instead of, cutting a little strip and then you're trying to hold this little strip, I'd rather have a big piece of cardstock and then cut it out that way. And I love that flowered pattern paper. I cut that down to about 3 by 12, and I'm going to put the scallop on either side. And then underneath that, I'll put that first pattern paper that I had took out at the very beginning. And that's what I'm going to be mounting my photos on. But for, I'd say, 95% of the pages that I got done, I didn't have a plan. The paper kit or the page kit looked at what I had inside and then just went with it. And that's another thing. I think a lot of times we overthink stuff. Just do it. That saying, just do it, like Nike, just do it. So when I looked at that and I knew I wanted to use some of that flower pattern paper, I knew I wanted to use 3 photos, I just cut that I cut that other pattern paper, so it was about 11 inches, so I had a 1-inch border all the way around, and then I put down my photos. And then once that's done, we're going to start putting the embellishments on this layout. So again, don't overthink it. Don't do the shuffle, shuffle things around and around and around. Kind of give yourself, I know some people, they don't do well if they have like a time constraint, but for me, I say, okay, I need to get this layout done. So don't overthink stuff. And by the way, I didn't mention it, but this layout took me 15 minutes to put together. And that's because I didn't do the shuffle. I looked at it, I'm like, 3, okay, I'm going to do the border, let's go. Put the photos on the mat and just moved it along. So now that everything, all the base of the layout is done, then I just go through the embellishments that I put together for this page kit, and I start moving them around. And this was a hike that we did. I think it was probably 2021 or maybe 2020. It was probably last summer or the summer before. And we, if you've been following me for a while, you know that we love hiking. So we have a lot of hiking pictures. So I used some of our viewfinders, some circles, some labels, and also some of our owls because it was outdoors and it was a perfect place to put those. And what I like to do is when I put two owls together, I like to put one owl that has the eyes open and then the other one is like sleeping, because then it looks like one is on watch duty, you know. And I just think they're so stinking cute, so I love putting them in the cluster like that. And talking about digital prints, just to let you know, the sale, the spring sale ends this week. So spring 20 to get an extra 20% off is going to be done. So that's spring 20 to get an extra 20% off. And next Monday, they're going to be full price. Like everything is going to go back to full price. And I think the only thing we're going to keep at a discount is bundles, because I figure if someone is buying a whole bundle, it's nice to get a discount. So we have a couple of new digital files. We have some cute Easter bunnies. Those are available right now. And this week we're going to have more Easter stuff. It's going to be like Easter eggs and new stuff coming up really soon. He's working on a new website for me, and we're going to be coming up with some new stuff very soon. The next virtual crop is going to be on May 14th, and that should be coming up for sale in the next week or so. The next YouTube live is this Thursday at 6 p.m. Atlantic daytime. So I'm going to be trying really hard to be live every Thursday, whether it's in the morning or at night. And at some point we might do morning and night. And tomorrow's going to be an organization video. And In My Kitchen is going to be coming back. And I might do those once a week, maybe like on Saturdays. So I'm just putting the last few little embellishments. I love putting some enamel dots. And this page, like I said, came together really quickly. It was 15 minutes and I had it together. But that's it. That's going to complete this layout. And don't forget, the digital files are only on sale for one more week. And after that, they will be regular price. And I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.